Beatrice Kemei, member for Kericho County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support the motion, and I want to thank the committee for bringing up this very important motion. Madam Speaker, I want to say regulations are very, very important. They play a very important role in our country, and for effective functioning of the society and even for the improvement of the economy, these regulations are very, very important. Madam Speaker, just to add my voice about the expressway. I am one of the people who have used that expressway, and sometimes we call it express, yet, Madam Speaker, we line up for long hours just because people are not allowed to use the M-Pesa. People are just asked to use cash, which sometimes it takes very long, and maybe somebody do not have the cash. And in any way, we are trying to avoid. So when we have these regulations, the expressway will also be actually efficient. And when we have the regulations, we'll be able to also have quality control. And in any case, for accountability, these regulations are very, very important. So I stand to support and thank the committee, and I pray that they move very fast to make it come to pass. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I support.
Very well, member for Nandi County. The Honorable Jared Okello, member for Nyando.
I thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. From the outset, allow me to flag an issue that is really of a concern to all members of Parliament in this House, and that is the inordinate delay of remission of funds from Parliamentary Service Commission to our workers on the ground. Honorable Speaker, it has been 3 months since they signed new contracts, and most of the constituencies haven't been getting that money. And it is a concern that these people have families to take care of, they have school fees to settle, and many other attendant issues, Honorable Speaker. So your good office needs to help us look into this, even as we also pursue the issue of National Government CDF Fund and the NGAF funds, Honorable Speaker. I'm a member of the Delegated Legislation Committee, and this most important report is stemming from my committee, Honorable Speaker, the Public Finance report, Honorable Madam Speaker. We have had issues on identification and planning of projects. This is one of the areas we would expect this report to address, Honorable Speaker. Just a while back, we had issues with 2 most important dams that were meant to address the waterlessness of certain areas, and these are Aror and Kimorer dams. If we properly looked into the issues that have been addressed into this report, Honorable Speaker, issues of Aror and Kimorer, which siphoned public money, and there was no value for that money at the end of the day, could have been addressed at the right time. Honorable Speaker, this report relates to pre-feasibility and feasibility studies, and when you do that, Honorable Speaker, there are many government agencies that will be involved, such as the National Environment Management Authority, to look at the health standards of that project, because recently, Honorable Speaker, we have seen buildings tumbling down and killing Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, just because certain times pre-feasibility and feasibility studies are not properly carried out. The selection for budgeting has been a big issue in this country since time immemorial, Honorable Madam Speaker. We have had cases where those who sing to the tune of the government of the day tend to benefit the more, to the detriment of those whose major responsibility is just to express dissent, which is a constitutional matter, Honorable Speaker. But that has been used to sideline people and deny them projects that are meant for the populace that they serve, Honorable Speaker. So this report is meant to address issues of budgeting that will feed into lots of considerations before we get to that level, Honorable Speaker. There will be the element of monitoring and evaluation, which is key, even as we implement various projects. Honorable Speaker, most people benefited from the last regime, TVETs, the technical training institutions. Up to now, most of them are yet to be completed. And we ask why that delay has been in place, yet they were budgeted for. Constituencies gave out what was due to them, amounting to 10 million per constituency. But up to now, there is no value for this money, Honorable Speaker. There will be the element of reporting in good time and closure, which relates to payments to these contractors. I know this country is grappling with issues of non-payments and delays in paying contractors, Madam Speaker. And then the element of sustainability and impact assessment. If we are not able to sustain projects, Honorable Speaker, then it negates the very purpose of having these projects to begin with. And finally, Honorable Speaker, the value for money and optimal use of public resources. I know public resources tend not to